it's Amanda here from I Can Make Shoes. We run shoemaking workshops in London and we get asked a lot of questions about basics of shoemaking and how to make shoes from home. So we've done a series of short videos and this is the first one. Today I'm going to talk you through the parts of a shoe and we're going to go through this parts of a shoe handout. I got this image online. I found it's sort of the most well-described parts of a shoe that you'll find. So I've put it on a little handout there and that's downloadable for free on our website, icanmakeshoes.com. To follow this tutorial in the best way, it might be worth going on there and downloading that so that you can sort of go through the parts with me. So to get started, I'm going to start with showing you a pair of lasts. These are shoe blocks that we use to mould a shoe. They come in lots of different forms. This is a flat ballet pump style shoe last. It also comes in like a high heel sort of form. This one's a small boot last. You can see it's higher at the back and at the front. Also the toe shapes will vary depending on what you want. So that's sort of where you need to start when you're making shoes with your lasts. The next thing down on the sheet that we'll go through is the upper. Now that's the material of the shoe before it's actually formed. So if you have a look at this pink suede is the upper there and it's already stitched in place so that the pattern fits nicely on the last. Underneath this is the next thing down on our sheet, which are our stiffeners. We've got our counter and our toe puff. So the counter usually looks something like that, and that's what keeps the back of your shoe nice and stiff, and that's the kind of shape that it should be in. We actually use a thermoplasty to do ours, which means we iron it directly onto the shoe and it's heat activated. So if you have a look under here, that's our counter, which we've put directly into the shoe there. Now we've also got a toe puff in here, which is a much softer kind of stiffener, but that's just to hold the shape of the shoe once you take it off the last. So once we take it off the last, it should hold its shape. Like that. The next thing down is the insole. So I'm going to show you an example of that. That's what the shoe is built around. This is what an insole looks like. It's obviously a lot harder at the back and a bit more flimsy at the front so that you've got flexibility when you walk. We've got a metal shank which is actually built into the back there. That's to hold the shape and also to support your body weight on the shoe so that it stays together. So you usually buy these pre-made like that so that they're really nice and secure. The next thing down on the list is our sole. I've got a little example here of the sole that we like to use in our shoemaking workshops. We use just a rubber sole. It's quite thick, but you can see it's bendable. It's got sort of like a grip on there so that it's not slippery. This is the best one to use if you're making shoes from home because you can cut it with normal household scissors and it's really easy to apply. So that's what we use for the sole. The next thing I want to talk you through is here, which is the Louis heel. Now there's obviously lots of different types of heels. The Louis heel is the heel that has that dip in there like that. And the alternative to that is a stacked heel, which just goes straight down like that. So they're the two examples. I've got a few other examples here that aren't on this sheet, like platforms. These are just sort of how they come. That's obviously a small platform like that. And this is obviously quite a bigger, sort of chunkier platform like that. But they come in that kind of form and just get glued onto the bottom of the shoe when you're making it. Thanks for listening, and for any more information on shoes or our shoemaking workshops, visit icanmakeshoes.com.